Today we did get the insane all-star drop with 60 new cards and a ton of new filters to go over, some insanely good ones, man. So let's get right to it. The first filter we're going over is the Series 1, technically hard scope. However you want to look at it, man, there's a lot of ways you could work this and a lot of different players that you can do. All the all-star players right now are very expensive, a lot more than they normally are. Like Wembanyama is an emerald, he's selling for about 8k, 7,500, something like that, man. The three players I recommend on this is Tyler Hero, Wembanyama, James Harden. These are all good filters to work. Price is going down, he was just a lot more expensive, 7,000. Now what I suggest is you scroll with the cheapest emerald Wemby, man. Do not put your color to emerald, of course, because there's other Wembanyamas that can pop up. You're going to work these three players or any other player that you choose. There's a lot of different options you could do. For cheapest pricing, man, Victor Wembanyama, so that way you can see all of them. Find the cheapest one, scroll your buyout up till you're scrolling on the cheapest Wemby. If Pink Diamond Wemby pops up, if Opal Wemby pops up, obviously buy them as quick as possible. And then these emeralds I'd be grabbing for like 4,000 MT and below. And again, the pricing is different depending on which player you do. Tyler Hero, he's like 13k. James Harden, I don't know what he's at now. Grab them for profit. Just make sure you're grabbing them for at least 5,000 or 6,000 MT cheaper than the cheapest one, depending on which player you're hard scoping and what price they sell for. At 7k, you're gonna lose 700 in tax, so 3k is okay on this card, man. Grabbing them for 4 and below and reselling. Really good filters, like I said. Hero, just type your name, Tyler Hero, and scroll your buyout up. Victor Wembanyama, scroll your buyout up. Or James Harden, scroll your buyout up. But you can do any Series 1 player that is an all-star, like Jaren Jackson Jr. Let's take a look real quick. He is more expensive. He's a Sapphire. He also has other cards that can pop up as well. He's cheaper though, like 5k probably. Going for 6,000 MT. Same filter, man. Any card you want, any all-star player, scroll with the cheapest one. If any of their more expensive cards pop up, buy it. If the cheapest one pops up, just make sure you grab it for profit. So like JJJ, I'd be looking for like 2.5k and below, just like that one right there, man. Next filter we're going over is the Shea Gilgeous-Alexander filter. It's kind of the same as the other ones, or the one we just went over. However, originally when I put it on my list, it was different because it was literally like a 5 scroll to get all the way to the end, so that way you could snipe Dark Matter Shea, Pink Diamond Shea. If it pops up now, his price is dropping quite a bit. So what you want to do is just the same thing. Scroll your maximum buyout up until you find the cheapest Shea, who's been selling from like 40 to 50,000 consistently, man. He was going for 65,000. I just sold one, but 2K canceled it, which is tough, man. But you want to scroll with the cheapest one up. If you see the Pink Diamond pop up, buy it. If you see the Dark Matter pop up, obviously buy it, man, on the price on the scroll you're working. And then grab these Amethyst for like 30k and below, just to be safe. 35k is okay. Just make sure you check the pricing and, you know, keep watching the price and make sure it doesn't drop too heavy too quickly, man. Like 35, 37, nah. But 30, I would be grabbing, man. He pops up a ton, and obviously he'll pop up for very Amethyst cheapest pricing as well, man. So really good filter. I made a lot of MT on here, assuming I can get my shades to actually sell. The next filter we're going over is the all-star cheapest filter, man. For this, you just want to put your theme to all-star. You're gonna raise your maximum buyout up to around 6,000 MT is what these cheapest Pink Diamonds are selling for. What you want to do is scroll on the cheapest one, which you're gonna have to be fluctuating your price point a lot, but obviously you can see opals and dark matters on this filter as long as they pop up for under the price that you are working, man. Selling for about 6k. You want to grab any of these cheaper Pink Diamonds, which is a ton of them, for like 3.5k and below, and just flip them for profit. If anybody that's more expensive, man, like Alexander Sarr, you've got Steven Castle, Zach Edey, any of those players, Bilal Coulibaly, are all more expensive, man. Any of those pop up, obviously grab them for any price point on the scroll that you're working, and then just flip these cards, you know, buy them for about 3,000 MT cheaper than the cheapest one, maybe 2.5k cheaper than the cheapest one if it's just one of these random cheap Pink Diamonds, man. Very active filter. Make sure you're locked in. Try and know your card's pricing. just check which of the pink diamonds are more expensive so you know which ones to grab. The next filter we're going over is the hard scope filters, man. Kind of like I just referenced, for the expensive all-star players like Zach Edey, man. He is very expensive. Not even a buyout at the moment. I don't know if he's going to remain a bid, probably not, low-key, we'll have to see. But Zach Edey, obviously you need to put the color to pink diamond just like this, and you're looking to grab this card for, you know, for him specifically, grab him for like 20k cheaper than 100k, so like 80k and below, just depending on what his price point is, just to be certain that you can make profit on him. Zach Edey's not the best example because he is a bid at the moment, but like Alexander Sarr is another option. Any of these more expensive players, you just want to type their name in, Alexander Sarr pink diamond, and you're going to scroll on the cheapest Alexander Sarr, or just put your buyout 20,000 MT cheaper than the cheapest one. I think he's like 97,000 for Sarr right now. Grab him for like 75k and below if he pops up, and then flip him for profit. Looks like he's going for 100k again, I guess. I don't know, there's a ton of them up. I should have just put buyout 500, but here we go. 4 Sarrs, he's selling for 100k right now. Grab him for, you know, 75k and below, 80k and below, and resell for profit. And again, you can do this with any more expensive cards. Steven Castle's a good one, man. Just grab them for profit for whatever price they're going. Just take off 10,000 MT, 20,000 MT, depending on what price point they're at. Steven Castle is a good one, man. Just put your name, Steven Castle, color pink diamond, find the cheapest Steven Castles, which is going for about 40,000. You want to grab him for like 10k cheaper, man. Grab him for 30k and below. Oh my gosh, what a nice little snipe, man. 13k Steven Castle is huge. That's why you work these hard scope filters, because people don't know pricing on the more expensive pink diamonds. The next filter we're going to go over is the diamond cheapest filter, man. For this, you want to put your color to diamond. Put your maximum buyout around 6,000 MT is what they're selling for on PlayStation. You want to scroll with the cheapest diamond up. Again, grabbing any more expensive diamonds in the game if they pop up, and then grabbing the cheapest ones for about 4,000 MT and below and reselling them for profit. Keep in mind there's no diamonds in this set that dropped today, so I would work this. It's always an active filter, but I would leave it as a last resort, I suppose. There's so many good filters, guys, too many filters for me to even really go over in this video, and they're all just very similar type filters where you're hard scoping this card or hard scoping that card. So I'm trying to put them in here as a bulk thing. Basically, you just find any expensive all-star player and you can be on a really good filter. Diamond filter, probably still good, still worthy of being in here, just might not be as good as some of the other filters. The next filter we're going to put in here, just because, man, it does still have some really great options on it. It's the pink diamond cheapest filter. I can't decide, I couldn't decide if I was going to put this filter in the video just because of all-star prices have tanked it so much, but there's obviously a ton of other pink diamonds that can pop up for more expensive, like Draymond, I don't know if that is. Cam Johnson, I think, might be a tiny bit more expensive. I'm okay with all that, but the Draymond, hopefully he's a tiny bit more expensive. I think he is. Anyways, you want to go ahead and work pink diamond cheapest, so that way if, you know, like a LaMelo or a Wemby pink diamond pops up, man, obviously you're going to want to grab that as quick as possible. It's another option where you wouldn't see those cards, but on all-star cheapest you can see opals and dark matters at the same time, so it's kind of hit or miss. I couldn't decide which filter I like better. Just whatever your preference is. To set up pink diamond cheapest, you just want to put your color to pink diamond and scroll on the cheapest one. If you get an expensive card to pop up, obviously buy it. If you get a card that's one of these cheaper ones, man, just grab them for like 4.5k and below, or about 2,000 MT, 1.5k cheaper than the cheapest one, since when you sell them you're going to lose about 600 MT in tax. And again, just like this, if you have a ton up on the same price on a scroll, just put your buyout 50 MT cheaper, so that way you can not be on an insane scroll. If I can even speak, guys, I'm so out of it today, man. filters have been absolutely on fire. The next filter we're gonna go over is the Atlantic Division high-end filter, man. For this, you just want to put your division to Atlantic, put your minimum bid to 100K and your minimum bout to 500, and scroll to the 4-hour mark. You got a lot of expensive cards on here. This is like the only high-end filter that doesn't have an absolutely insane scroll right now. Hopefully they're gonna get better throughout the day and the weekend, where we can start working some of our other filters like point guard, high-end, 100K bid, whatever it may be. But Atlantic is working right now. It's got some pretty darn good cards on it, including some Dark Matters and Dr. J. You got to be cautious, man. Jaylen Brown, he's in it for like 110. There's a lot of cards you need to be sus of. Chris Bosh, I watched him end for 101,000, so careful on him. AI apparently might not be a snipe either anymore, but you got Yee, Karl Anthony Towns, you got a few Dark Matters on here now, and then some other opals that are expensive, man. So pretty good filter, man. Watch out for Jalen Brunson opal. I'm not sure, I haven't watched him end, but could be a good high-end filter for you guys, man. The filters are all active, so hopefully you get some pop-ups on here, and let me know in the comments if you do. I'm gonna pass, bro. That's tough, bro. That's tough. The next filter we're going over, guys, is the Galaxy Opal enabled filter at this very moment. For this filter, you want to put your color to Galaxy Opal. You're going to put your minimum bout to 500, and you're going to search and write down the names of all these buyout opals, man. It is an expensive filter. You need to buy one copy of all these cards. You want to grab the cheapest copy if possible. Holy smokes, I haven't even been on here because I've been working on the filter video. Is way more. I gotta get some more cards, man. Jalen Williams. Anyways, you want to buy the cheapest version of all these cards, send them to your collections once they penned, so that way you can go on and do Galaxy Opal, min bout 500, and turn on exclude collected cards. And as you see, we just cut out a ton of those cards. I still need to buy Dame and Hero and Marvich. We'll probably scroll on. Jada, we need to grab Pascal. Lots of cards you need to buy, but this is going to be one of the best filters in the game today, man. So if you have the MT, could be a really good option for you to get some crazy snipes. And with that said, the next filter we're going over is the Galaxy Opal cheapest filter, man. Could be really good. I've been waiting for this. Holy smokes, they're in the toilet, bro. Going for 70,000 MT, man. What you want to do, just like every other cheapest filter, I'm actually hyped for this filter right now, is to scroll on the cheapest Galaxy Opal, which is going for about 70,000. You got Darius Garland for 66K. Scroll here. As usual, if an expensive opal like Wemby, Zach LaVine, I mean, so many opals in the game right now, man. If they pop up, buy them for any price point, and then you're looking to grab any of these Galaxy opals for like 20,000 MT, cheaper than the cheapest one, man. So looking to grab them for like 50K and below on PlayStation right now. Let's get it, man. Could be a good option. You could snipe up your opal enable filter as well, which might be what I might get into. And the last filter we're going over is the Dark Matter filter, man. For this, you want to put your color to Dark Matter, put your minimum bout to 500, and just keep refreshing, man. If your goal is to snipe a Dark Matter, this is your best chance so far this year, guys. We have just added 10 new Dark Matters into the game. Some of them are going to be mid and cheap, which is just going to help you get it's just the way the game works. Like Brunson, he's not like a million MT, man. So when that happens, people are more likely to just not be so sweaty when they're putting the cards up for sale and might accidentally put one up for the wrong price. We've already had some Dark Matters pop up on consoles today, man. So if you're looking for an insane snipe, regardless, even if it's Brunson, it's still a crazy snipe, man. Put your color to Dark Matter, put your minimum bout to 500, and just keep refreshing, man. That's it for the video, guys. We are going to be opening 1,000,000 MT worth of packs on stream tonight on Xbox, and everything we pull is going up for a snipe. So make sure you come through that around 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Good luck on the filters, man. There's so many filters and so many good snipes out there, so spend some time sniping right now, man. Smash the like button for me if you did. If you guys want to see the snipes of the week you guys got last week, click the video that's popping up on screen. Jay Grinds out.